Okay, hi Taurus. So the energy that I'm getting is that you don't want to cry because if you cry, you wouldn't be able to stop. So someone was feeling sad at some point, or this is going on right now. Um, Feeling sad, and you don't like. It's. I feel like you're not giving into the energy of feeling sad because if you were to start, you wouldn't be able to stop. You have high end, yeah. So you're focused on the higher vibes. You going higher. Financial prosperity and success is your main focus here. But what's called sadness? I don't know if it needs to be talked about because you don't want to put anything under the blankets. It could be happy tears, like someone sitting in the car and just they really want to just like I don't know. It does feel dangerous to give into this, whatever that energy is, of feeling sad, but like it's not really a time to feel sad. You just feel like you've been happy for a long time. Um, but it seems like almost like if you lay down, you're not gonna get back up. You're like someone is so tired. Like you want to lay down and lounge in the grass and roll around like a kid, but if you start acting like that, it's like you're gonna regress. And next thing you know, you're gonna be, in some nursing home or something. Like someone's thinking like that. But I also feel like I'm gonna have to learn how to shuffle. In the meantime, let's just kind of cut the deck as we go. So, know the difference. That's the vibe I'm getting. Know the difference between giving up on life and just taking a break. And it is okay. Maybe you need to schedule a time to actually relax. Love and money loves me. I love money and money loves me. The vibe is that you've been working for a long time and you haven't had a break. You need a break. But a break doesn't have to mean a mental break or mental breakdown or a psychotic break. But it does feel like you've been holding it together for a long time. And if you were to let go at that time where you needed to hold on, things wouldn't have ended up in such a positive light where they are now. Um, just focus on yourself and love yourself. Love your money, money loves you. Don't even worry about the weirdos in the background because they there. They're always there. That's what I'm getting like. They just part of nature. Like you're not gonna be worried about birds chirping. Birds are chirping as we speak, but you don't care what they chirping about. So don't worry about the losers in the background. That's a lame excuse somebody is saying, and I mean it because that if you were to ever give them any kind of attention, you'd be just as retarded as they are. And it's a problem. Is a problem then, is a problem now. So maybe you do have to schedule some time out to take a break. These are people who don't have lives, their jobs don't matter or amount to anything, so they can relax 24/7. And the thing is, when you're the one that's creating this energy, it's so good because you're the one in control. But lazy bums can come out of anywhere and feel like they're your friend when they're not. You don't care nothing about them. But they feel like they have some kind of right to relax in your energy. Where's the lie? That's why you had to keep it together for so long. Because whenever you sit down and actually put your thoughts together and feel your own self, I'm feeling myself. Not you. I'm feeling myself. You're not feeling me either. You need to feel yourself. What have you done in your life to accomplish this kind of energy? It's not your vibe, it's mine. They're energy parasites. You know what a parasite is? Somebody eats somebody else's food. Like, let's work together. You go do the work, and I'll eat your food. Somebody has a big baby in their energy. But it's a parasite, it's a worm. Don't worry about it. Those days are long gone of you giving a damn about worms in the garden. Let them eat the shit. That's what they're there for. They're there to eat shit. Fair anyway. Whoever they're with is not really with them. That's why they're in your energy. If they got any type of love in their life, they wouldn't be around you looking for more. Something that don't even belong to them. How embarrassing is that? It's not even being directed at them. That's how parasitic they are. There's no apologies acceptable that they can pull out of their own ass and try to sling at you like a gorilla in a cage. Get back to your stupid thoughts. Okay. Anyway, it feels like someone had to work really hard for their own peace and positivity. And yeah, you're sitting in the park, enjoying yourself, enjoying your vibe, and you got these munchkins, these weirdos, these gremlins that's just popping up out of nowhere. Like, yeah, it's a good day, isn't it? But you just was smoking crack. So how would you even know? How would you know what I'm feeling right now? Do you feel anything? Don't you feel the wind? Go enjoy the wind. I constantly attract great opportunities. Like, someone really needed this. Just know that you're not alone. There's somebody else working hard right next to you. A real individual who cares. Not a bum, not a dusty bum, broke bum, energy parasite who's gonna be whatever you are right next to you, eating your food. You don't know where I came from. Somebody waiting for a lap dance, but they didn't pay. They're in there right next to you thinking they could trip you and maybe you'll just fall in their lap. It don't work like that. You're a broke, dusty bum. There's no getting around that. And we're not together. We're not friends. We're not family. We're not co-workers. I don't know you. End of story. Someone's really trying to use their imagination and pretend that you guys are friends. It's not even going to work in your imagination. We're not friends. We never were, and we never will be. Okay? Money is openly flowing into my life. See, they want to sit by you, but they can't hold the flame. Flaming fat. You poor dusty bum. Losers. This person is a homewrecker. Poor worthless energy. Go see a doctor. Okay? You gotta do the work. And some of y'all feel like, what was that all about? You had dusties in your energy. You had to get them out your energy. That's how it works around here, okay? You don't just let people creep up on you and pretend like they're your man. No. You're a broke, dusty bum. That's how that works.